We're going to think a little bit more about negative numbers. Before we do that, I'm going to write up a calculation, and 2 times 3, which hopefully you know equals 6. And I want to think about using inverse operations. What other multiplication facts can I find out from that calculation? Well, if 2 times 3 equals 6, I know that 6 divided by 2 must equal 3. And that 6 divided by 3 must equal 2. Just by using my inverse operations. Let me do another one. 2 times 2 equals 4. Again, from that, actually that's the same thing both ways, because 4 divided by 2 is 2. If I divide by this number, 4 divided by 2 equals 2. And it works the other way as well. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. When we've seen in other videos that if we continue this down, we've got 2 times 1 equals 2. 2 times 0 equals 0. And as we get into negatives, this pattern continues. 6, 4, 2, 0, negative 2, negative 4. Well, let me look at the multiplication facts that we can derive from this calculation. We can see that negative 2 divided by 2 must equal negative 1, because that's what would be left when we divide it by 2. Equally, we can see that negative 2 divided by negative 1 must equal 2, because that's what would be left there. Here, we can carry on the pattern. Negative 4 divided by 2 would be negative 2. And negative 4 divided by negative 2 would equal 2. Well, let's think about what we've seen. Here we can see if you've got a positive number divided by a positive number, you've got a positive answer. So positive divided by positive is going to give me a positive answer. Well, let's see if there are any rules that are suggested by what I've found down here. Here I have a negative divided by a positive, and I've got a negative in both cases. And it seems like if that pattern continues, that's going to follow. So I'm going to say a negative divided by a positive is going to give me a negative. And because we're dealing with multiplying relationships here, it doesn't matter what order they're in, so I can swap that and say that a positive divided by a negative also equals a negative. Okay, which leaves me with these. I have a negative number divided by a negative number, and I get an answer of a positive number. Negative divided by negative equals positive. Negative divided by negative equals positive. You might have heard it said before that when the signs are the same, when we're multiplying or dividing, the answer is going to be positive. And when the signs are different, when we're multiplying and dividing, then the answer is going to be negative. And hopefully this is some way to helping you be convinced of that.